So moved.
I understand we've had a significant amount of layoffs. However, there's been information as to particulars to who's been laid off. And rather than approving a buyback tonight, I would like to get more clarification from our finance director to see if this is something that we can do in light of our budgetary situation. So much like items 13, 14, 15, 16, I'm asking, can we table these?
Okay, well, 8 and 9 are, 8 and 9.
I'm not sure we have no information.
We can, I was gonna say, if you have a question now,
Yeah.
This is, buyback for 6 line for the contract, that's number 9. So number 9 is, again, one of ours. Number 11, legal material, he also, his paid, the buyback is for vacation time unused. He left to go to the city of Chicago.
Number 8,
9 to 11 is us, that's fire department. 8, I just know the kid, he was upstairs in the economic side, he was,
Thank you for catching that, Alderman Gardner, because I assume layoffs and those things would be properly labeled. And thank you, Chief, for letting us know which ones were for the fire department.
Also too, when it does come back up for voting, if it does, it needs to have the dollar amount and what account within the motion itself.
So though I'm confused.
8 and 9 are together, we get a first and a second.
I am,
And then we can take a roll call, and Gardner wants to make a second motion to table 8 and 9 along with.
we're gonna approve 9. We're not gonna approve 8. We know that 9 and 11 are fire department.
So let's have a. Can I have a motion to remove items 8?
No, 9 and 11.
To remove.
Which are removing 8 and all subsequent motion, related motions, as pertains to layoffs. So that's 13, that's 8, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. No, that's it. Remove 8, remove 8, 12, no, not 12. 8, 13, 14, 15, 16.
And 17.
They're not layoffs.
Those are not layoffs, that's still.
Oh, the contract language. That's the 9, the 11, the 17. But if we're approving, I want it to be amended to include the dollar amount and the account number that is coming out of.
8, 13, 14, 15, 16.
discussion, I just wanna understand, we're removing it, what outstanding questions do we have regarding those? We have the dollar line, it's in the communication.
Alderman Gardner.
Who we laid off? We still don't know who we laid off.
It's in here.
We don't know it. He laid off almost 50 people. We got 13 names. We don't know who is what and who at home still collecting a check. We didn't get anything. I knew the 13 because of the press. They're reporting.
Discussion.
I guess it's a discussion.
Well, we don't have a second of the.
Oh, I second.
So we have a motion to remove 8, 13, 15, 14, 15, 16. And we have a first and a second.
Yes.
Yes.
Tillman,
No.
Gardner,
Yes.
Nelson,
Yes.
Phillips, Williams,
Motion to approve. 9, 10 is for traffic safety bumps, speed bumps.
And 11.
9, 10, and 11.
Wilson,
Yes.
Tillman,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Gardner,
Yes.
Nelson,
Yes.
Phillips.
Yes. So, taking 12 by itself, please.
This one of your vehicles. No, it's not.
Oh.
Most people, item number 12.
Mike, so moved.
What's it?
Mike, Tenson.
Is he an employee?
Where's this car, where's this vehicle? Where's the vehicle assigned to, what department? And is it still one of the vehicles that's being, or still taken home? I want to know where this vehicle is located, what department it's in, and does it fall under the ordinance that was updated, and where staff is not following the ordinance? I have concerns with approving it, because we, passed, let me finish, please. I want to get it out first, is that why? So again, I have concerns with when we're passing ordinances or issuing votes or directives, when they're not followed, then here we go again, just approving things. I think the city council needs to find out where the car is located, and if it's still one of the cars that are being taken home and it's not supposed to. So
So it looks like per the invoice, the driver was a Mike Sinshai. The invoice was from April 24th before, that ordinance passed, and it's just for like tire checks and brake checks. So,
Mike is the mechanic,
so it's a public works vehicle.
but he does repair, he repairs special services.
And it's just it's for vehicle repair, so I'm not sure how take-home vehicles related to, repairing the vehicle.
Things that Mike cannot do at the shop.
Wilson,
Yes.
Tillman,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Gardner,
Yes.
Nelson,
yes,
Item 1217, the motion to approve item 1217.
So moved.
Wilson,
Yes.
Tillman,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Gardner,
Yes.
Nelson,
yes.
Davis.
All right, item 1218, the motion to approve 1218.
So moved.
Wilson,
No, there are still people being paid that don't even show. We don't know who they are. Still in this bill list. In this payroll. I do. And so do the FBI. We've been stating this for years. I'm voting no, because now we can't all of a sudden.
Yeah, because you could just remove the individual.
What did he say?
These persons should be removed from the payroll.
Well, there's a lot wrong with payroll. It's not only those persons. It is also, there are people who are on payroll that were skipped over when it came to layoffs. Their seniority per the union contract says they should have been laid off and not some of the people that were laid off. So there's a lot going on here, and I will just cast my vote of no.
But for the error, if there is an error, and I somewhat agree with you looking at the contract, but let them do that through the process of reading it first to see if the information and the evidence is true. But then when it comes to the individuals that are doing the goals, we don't know, and that's the hardest part for us. We don't know everybody, and there's people we don't see. So I think that'll help us being new too, with you pulling those names, because we agree with you. We've seen some on the list, but we don't know the.
But even if we saw just one, we shouldn't be approving a payroll when we know there's just one.
But if we.
It's
say
still
it's
fraud.
just- And I get that, but just say if it is one.
They've already been paid. So there is no holdup. They've been paid. We can't go back and take their money. They've been paid, and they've been paid for a year and a half. Just like we made some salary adjustments last July, still not in effect. And so I don't know what more we have to do. I know that we have budget hearing and salary negotiations coming up. And we have to do what we have to do in the coming weeks. As of now, I will continue, even if my vote stands alone, to vote no. It is wasteful spending.
I agree with you. I totally do. And it's disrespecting the way that our votes are not being acknowledged and respected. And I share the same sentiments. How do we stop this? We don't know how. It's not moving fast enough, so I agree with you, but it's like, I get that they're paid already, but it has to be a way for us to address the individuals that we know are going.
I don't know how we address it. We've tried to address it with corporate counsel over the years, but they toe a fine line with being ethically ambiguous. So they don't always do the right thing. And so a lot of that stuff has stood. Right now, for the sake of time and voting, you all can cast your votes. I'm done sending emails. I'm done sending. We have to go outside of the authorities of this town. We have people sitting in this room knowing that their checks are wrong.
Thank you, Mayor. I have similar concerns, council, this is for council. Could you direct us what the best course of action is for tonight? I don't want to disrespect the employees that are here on a regular basis. They deserve to be paid and compensated. I'm in favor of that. However, there are known discrepancies, and they have still not yet been addressed. So, to her point, I share those same sentiments and concerns, and we have every right to, in the spirit of ethics. That's it.
I guess my answer would be, the board packet has every employee and their dollar amount paid, and you see that in the board packet. So then just strike the ones that you don't want to be paid by letter work. So we're not paying line number 10, or whatever, and instruct finance department not to issue payroll to those people for their notice, and then let them know that instruct HR to then tell them, you know, that they're not going to be paid until they get the situation right. I don't know what to say. If they're union employees, they're union, but I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I understand you're talking about post payroll. I get that part of it. I don't know who you're talking about. But if you're asking me how do you pay the people that are legitimately working and take those people off the list, then, right?
They've been paid already.
Well, you make the point of it now to let them know next time, or put it in anything else and say don't put them on next time. Or,
Well, respectfully, it's been next time for 2 years.
well, I can stop people from writing jobs.
That's the problem.
You know, that's not my part. Did that answer the question? I'm sorry.
Yes, you did, but if you could sit in writing to the entire council,
Yes, I'll do that. I'll do it by one day.
so it's understood across the board that we cannot come here and say, hey, we didn't know this.
Okay.
Moving forward.
Tomorrow's a holiday. For Juneteenth, so I'll do that one day.
Oh, that's
Oh, that's next week. I'm sorry. I'm ahead of myself. Mine's tomorrow.
You celebrate
I'll
it
tell you
twice?
the tomorrow. Just reiterate, have individuals that they like specifically identified, it's not to be on the payroll, not here like we are all, or some of us are making some vote, without knowledge, or making some vote that goes otherwise integrity of our officers. So, I'm not because we just want to make bad decisions on purpose. If anyone has names, then like they said,
Well, another problem is I have been accustomed to come to these meetings and have an iPad, so we can look electronically. Unlike Alderman Tillman and the new alderwomen, I don't have a laptop. So I depend on, if we're paying over $200,000 in IT, somebody should be here with my iPad. Well, we got somebody else we paying over $100,000 a month, a year to in that department. The mayor's brother-in-law, he can bring me a iPad. He is over IT. Y'all got to read the payroll. No, the mayor made him an employee when we did not extend his contract. So most of y'all don't even know what's going on in the Mayor Pro Tem. You got to know what's going on in the payroll.
So I have a question to refocus us back on the payroll. Well,
I'm done.
there's been a number of times when we talked about the ghost payroll and, people didn't want to vote on it. I would suggest, I know you said say with your chest, maybe we call a meeting and pull the people in, because I don't know anything about like the details. You're saying it as if it's just matter of fact. And I'm unaware, who you're talking about. How do you know so sure? It sounds criminal in nature. So ultimately, if that is the case,
I agree with
authorities
you.
deal with it.
I agree with you about the meeting. I think when we discuss certain things in executive session, those things don't just disappear when we come out into council chambers. For example, the mayor's son is over the helpers. Didn't we just lay off the helpers? So who we over? We do not have a food program, yet the mayor said his son gives food to the seniors. I'm not gonna keep paying for money that we have no proof of what is being done. And then we have to make the difficult decision in a few days to take out an $8 million loan or not. To pay $8 million that we owe right now. Then we still gotta pay that $8 million on top of what we already owe. And we will continue to accrue bills. We got to figure this out. I know nobody wants a real long meeting and everybody wants not to be other communities, but right now we are worse than some other communities. I don't want to keep having to put people on blast. They know they are collecting these checks. They know, some of them know that they should have been laid off first. And these are not union positions. But we keep approving, and that approval never ends. Yep.
Roll call.
Wilson said no. Tillman.
Yes.
Gardner.
Abstain.
I'm sorry.
It's a no for me. One, everybody has already been paid. Two, we have been requesting for things to be changed when it comes to salaries and some of the people that we keep seeing. Not only are we not getting answers with that front with the salaries, we have other challenges that are being disregarded. And at some point, we do have to take a stand, and that's why it's a no.
Abstain.
He needs to vote.
Yes.
Oh,
It was 2 noes, 2 abstained, and 2 yeses, so the motion fails.
Okay, motion to approve at 12:19.
Yeah. The warning alert ends at 8:15. So should we just end? Yes. Should I interrupt? While you look for that, may I make a statement, Mayor Pro Tem? In the interest of safety, can this be our last item and then we adjourn because we just got hit with the tornado? Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and wrap this up.
No.
Yes.
All right, y'all, be safe.